Hi guys, I'm Ravi. We're here at Invictus Motors today doing a special, a Toyota Yaris XP10 2005 versus a Porsche Boxster. Ali, why don't you give us the specs of the Porsche?
Cool, so we've got a Porsche Boxster. That's a 2008 plate. It's badged as a Boxster S, but it's actually a base Boxster. So it's got 2.7 litre engine producing 240 brake horsepower and 273 Newton meters of torque. And it does 0 to 60 in 6.3 seconds.
Okay, so this is an XP10 Toyota Yaris. It's got the 1.33 VVTi engine, producing 86 brake horsepower and 86 foot-pounds of torque. It's front-wheel drive. We've got the steel wheel alloys. You can zoom in. And out of all the Yarises, I think this probably provides the rawest driving experience for Yarises.
So how the inspiration for this video has come about is that sometimes I poodle along with Ravi in the Yaris in London, and he's of the view that the Yaris is a very good, capable driving car in the city, and performance-wise.
For what it is, yeah.
And performance-wise, it's not very far from, let's say, a Boxster or a 997, 911, which I somewhat disagreed with, but so today we'll put it to the test.
So, yeah, I mean, obviously these are two cars of different classes, but we want to compare them pound for pound. So looking at overall in terms of cost, in terms of reliability, and in terms of road handling and power, and just a general feel, ride and handling of it.
Yeah, so the idea is obviously there's a big cost difference, but
and running difference.
Yeah, and Ravi is not of the view that it's worth spending the extra money. But I think one of the main things we will see today, which we don't know, is how it will perform out on the road. So we will attach a GoPro to the back of the Boxster, and we will see actually how the Yaris handles as well, actually, because it's not often, Ravi, well, you do put it through spaces, but not in comparison to a 911. It's hard unless you have both cars essentially driving.
Yeah. So just to give a bit of context about myself, I am a car guy. I've driven a lot of Porsche 911s, BMW M cars. I've even driven a 650 brake horsepower Nissan GTR, a Ferrari 458 Italia. So I've had my fair experience of cars, and it is of my opinion that you can drive any car and still get maybe 75–80% of the thrills at a fraction of the price. So
yeah, that's that I can agree with. You know, you don't need to spend an insane amount of money. We're gonna now take these cars on the road and see what they can do. So enjoy the rest of the video.
Hi, so I thought I'd give a quick rundown of the car. So as I mentioned, this is the 1.33 VVTi variable valve timing. What's what the I stands for? I think it's intelligent variable valve timing, intelligent timing. So this engine, in my opinion, and in many other people's opinion, it's an absolute peach. It's smooth for a 4-cylinder engine. It's free revving. It revs up to I think about 6,000, just over 6,000 RPM, and it's got quite a linear power band as well. So when I mean power, so I actually mean torque. So whether you're at 2,000 RPM or 5,000 RPM, you still get that 86 foot-pounds of torque. So it's a fairly smooth power delivery. Needless to say, it's naturally aspirated. So this particular car is riding on 14-inch steel wheels. They're durable, they're long-lasting, and because they're made from mild steel, it's a bit more comfortable than, you know, 18-inch alloys with thin tyres, sidewall tyres. In terms of ride, before I go into the handling, I'll talk about the ride. As the sidewalls are relatively thick, the 65 is quite comfortable, whether you're on an uneven road or on a smooth road like this. And even on motorways, being a 1.33, this car will surprise you. You can get up to speed relatively quickly from, let's say, 40 to 280. It's not as slow as you think it is. You may need to work the engine a little bit, but the power is there for what it is. This car weighs, its curb weight is 970 kg. So if you look at the power to weight ratio, it's probably equivalent to a 2-litre Honda Accord or a 2-litre petrol Ford Mondeo. 0 to 60, I think is about 11.5 seconds. But don't let the numbers fool you, because in my opinion, it's all about the driving experience. A good example is Mazda MX-5s. They're not the world's fastest cars, but they have a following. And the reason why they have a following is because they're rear-wheel drive, they handle very well, they're lightweight. It gives you that driving thrill that a lot of cars, probably worth 2-3 times the amount, can't deliver. Yeah, tell me when. Alright guys, we're about to start the race. Let's go. Okay, so he's ahead of me. Not as much as you think though. He's braking. I don't need to brake. Okay, again. Bear in mind, that car is a 2.7 litre with 2.5 times the power. Okay, I've got. As expected, there is a distance between us, but not as great as some may think. I'm not the best driver by any means. Here we go again. Under the tunnel, he's braking. You know what? I was expecting the Boxster to pull multiple bus lengths on me, but that wasn't the case. This is an 85 brake horsepower car. I'm sure that car's over 200 brake horsepower. Just do a short length here. There's 2 minutes here, 2 minutes back.
Yeah, so it's a couple of minutes actually. Let's build a bit of a gap with this car, yeah?
But see, the difference isn't is not as much as you thought, right?
No, it's a lot.
Come on, man. Do a standing start.
All right, you ready?
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Let's go.
do it from second gear. I'll tell you when. Yeah, keep going, go a bit faster. Do it from 30 miles per hour. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. I'm braking. Oh shit, I was at the limit there. Yeah.
So, what do you think?
It's not as, the difference is not as much as I thought.
When I'm looking at my rear view mirror, it doesn't even look like you're moving. Why is that?
Wait, look, do it again from do it from second gear again, yeah? From about 20, I'll tell you when, from 25 miles per hour.
Oh, because I wouldn't be in like peak power.
Oh, so what's your, okay, fine. Okay, when do you want to do it from? 20 miles per hour?
No, 25, 30 miles.
Okay, do it 30 then.
Okay.
Let me go a bit closer to you, one sec. Okay, on 3, 2, 1, go. I'm braking here, so I'm not confident around the corners. Yeah.
What happened, Ravi?
I wasn't confident around those corners.
Why?
I don't know, I haven't taken this car to these limits. What do you want to do?
Do you want to do a standing?
Let's do a standing start. Yeah, go on, stop. Okay? On 3. Wait, let me. 1, 2, 3, go. Alright, let's stop. Come on, you didn't get that far ahead of me.
Hey, there was like 60 meters between us. Ravi.
No, but up to 30 miles per hour, you can't say that you destroyed me. Only from 30, 40 miles per hour above that, yeah.
So, Ravi, give us the conclusion to this comparison.
The conclusion was, we all knew the Boxster was going to beat the Yaris. But in my opinion, I don't think there was as much of a big difference as I thought there would be. We'll let the cameras decide.
Okay, so we will look at some of the gaps. I think we did standing still start, second gear pulls, 30-mile-an-hour pulls.
Bear in mind, the Boxster was being at its full power. It was being floored. It wasn't going 60% power. It wasn't going 70% power. It was at full power, and it has to go full power if it tried to humiliate the Yaris. Which, in my opinion, I don't think it humiliated the Yaris.
Okay, so I guess we went out to obviously test the car, so I wasn't going to test it at 30% of its power. But what I felt when I was driving the Boxster at times is I couldn't see the Yaris. I thought the Yaris was just on a pleasant, Friday afternoon after work, crawl to the pub. So that's what I felt when I was looking in my rear view mirror. I mean,
But that's expected, isn't it?
Not really, not according to you.
But
there's a comparison to be had.
On a standing still, up to 60 miles per hour, I'll say up to about 30, 40, there wasn't much difference between the two. Only after 40 miles per hour did the Boxster start pulling away.
I think it just pulls away from the get-go.
Not massively.
So are you telling me there wasn't a gap the moment we left?
Yeah, but there's not as much as a gap as you
It
think
doesn't.
there would be. For a car that's 2.5 times its power.
No, but the Boxster.
Only from 30 miles per hour was that gap really being time.
But the Boxster is not known for a straight line speed either, is it?
Neither is a Yaris.
So exactly, therefore,
And
it's a similar comparison.
It's a rear-wheel drive versus front-wheel drive. But I mean, let's not compare in performance, because we all know that the Boxster beats the Yaris in performance. That's a given. But overall, pound for pound,
are you not impressed with Boxsters, or do you not think
no, I think
that they're good handling cars?
They're good handling cars.
Especially when you're sat in this. Did you not think that, wow, that car handles well?
Well, of course it will pull away around the corners. That's of course it will. But you got to remember, what's the price of a Boxster of that generation?
You could pick one up for 3 grand, 4 grand.
So that car's worth 3-4 grand.
Well, that car is worth probably about 8-9k, but it's only because it's a sport edition. So it's a bit of a special. It doesn't give it more power, but you can pick up a 2002 Boxster, that would perform similar. I mean, they don't. So the generation before that is not outrageously low in power.
Yeah.
But I think, look, in my view, they're apple and pears. They're very different.
They're chalk and cheese. It depends on the driver.
But hopefully it gives you a bit of an idea that, look, they're not comparable, because it does destroy a Yaris in performance.
Of course.
Around the city, tootling from A to B, I agree with you. There isn't much, between the two cars.
In performance, it destroys this car. That's of course. But overall, as a whole, it depends. I mean, me personally, for me, my preference is more reliability and comfort.
Yeah, so you may want to change to an automatic on that note as well.
Yeah, probably.
Because around London, I've not heard
this isn't the most. I mean, I think it's a comfortable car, but you obviously can get more comfortable cars. But reliability, you can't beat this. And I think, in fun factor, it's not a bad car.
You know what? Toyota reliabilities are infamous. When you have the likes of Taliban traversing the mountains of Afghanistan and Hiluxes. Yeah. So no doubt. Hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. It was a bit of an unusual test for us. Certainly for me. I mean, I wouldn't turn up and do this, but me and Ravi, we sometimes get into discussions. It was just good to see the two cars perform. Did you enjoy it, Ravi?
I enjoyed it. It was quite informative. I still maintain my stance. I don't think there was a massive difference. It was obviously a big difference, not as much as what people may think.
What do you guys think? Why don't you tell us your thoughts on whether there was and whether you expect a difference between the two cars? Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
All right. See you later on.